Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, August 29th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Wrewind.
Yahoo!
That's right, folks. Another exciting Thursday night to talk about all the cool things that's happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, segments, botches, OMG moments, surprise wrestling returns, title changes, and much more. And guiding you in this journey is me, your host. I am Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, executive producer, and content manager of The Ravens Flock. And on behalf of all of us on this channel, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Wrewind, no man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. Hang on. I remembered this one.
Are you kidding me?
No. I know who it is. He's sitting next to me.
You've known me your whole life.
You've got this nice, perfectly styled hair that
my
only
God.
men can dream of. Yeah. No. And you're also a dad? Yeah, you're a dad, right? Yeah, you are a dad. And no, hang on a minute. And you also like shit talking people.
I don't shit talk. I don't shit talk. I spit the truth, and I spit it aggressively at people. There's a difference.
Okay. So you're
for example, you're being an ass right now.
Okay, so you're an honorable aggressor. Okay.
Oh my God,
Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister. You gotta learn how to time your gimmick, Jose. You gotta work your gimmick right. Okay. You gotta work your gimmick right, all right? You gotta work your angle.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you're not. No, you don't. You literally don't. You have no idea what you're doing. Don't lie to me.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, and my opinion's right.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Angel you just said that. You're stealing a little bit of his shtick now.
Yeah, it's good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Wow.
Remember that little line?
Yeah, I remember that you and we were against it.
Yeah, except we're against doing it, when it comes to other people and trying to rip off their own stuff and trying to do their shit wrong. We're doing our shit right.
Oh, well, thank you. See, I am doing it right.
No,
and much like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. We've been working hard to stay strong to make your voice our mission since 2013, and the only thing standing in our way is the fact that we've got to work 9-to-5 jobs in order to keep the lights on. But the solution to that is very simple and involves your support. All you got to do is continue to spread the good word of the Ravens Flock. Just let people know that you need to subscribe to us, that you need to be on our side, that you need to become inner flockers, and before you know it, we won't have to work 9-to-5 jobs anymore, but you will be inspired to help us achieve this goal by spreading the word even more. It's like a pyramid scheme, except not, because we're better than that. With your continuing support, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crue nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, and your ideas about how to shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, we got Carisi Randall Sama, Vicente Guerrero, Lisa Boo, and Mr. Quake are all up in the chat. Hey, up, folks, welcome to the program. But Jose, why don't you tell us, pray tell, please, what exactly do we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
On Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Well, folks, we've made it. We have reached the end of August, and AEW has wrapped up their annual pay-per-view event, AEW All In London. More on that a bit later. And we're now shifting gears to a fully stacked wrestling weekend that's upon us. Tomorrow night, TNA is launching their pay-per-view event Emergence on Friday, August 30th over in Louisville, Kentucky, and WWE is hosting back-to-back pay-per-view events. On Saturday, we'll have Bash in Berlin over in Berlin, Germany, and Sunday, NXT No Mercy in Denver, Colorado.
Holy shit, that's insane. Everything, like, it's almost every single day of the week. Well, except for TNA, they're running Collision and Rampage. Does that still count? Does that count in this season?
TNA is not ready Collision and Rampage. That's AEW.
I meant AEW. Why did I say TNA? Because we just got through watching TNA.
Well, speaking of AEW, they're not slowing down either because they have a pay-per-view event coming up on Saturday, September 7th. AEW returns to Chicago, Illinois for All Out.
All right, so All Out London. So it's not All Out London. See what, like, these fucking guys? They really need to be careful with how they name their shows, their pay-per-views, because it can get a little tongue-tying.
All in, all out. Don't want to brawl out.
Too late.
That
is brawl out, fall out.
Yeah. No, we don't need to revisit that. God, that was a mess.
Although it was fucking funny.
It was very funny, but yes, like Juan said, it's a lot of wrestling content to absorb.
How the hell are we gonna get through all this, Jose? We got a fully loaded weekend of wrestling happening.
Juancho, there's only one way we're gonna be able to get through this.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so, Brain. But yes, I know. Yeah, exactly what we're thinking. We need energy.
Copious amounts of energy.
I think you're borrowing a lot of material from Angel.
I'm freaking bored, okay?
He's out.
That's why we at the Ravens Flock are proud to continue to be partnered with Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy's specially formulated smart energy blend keeps you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens Flock, and they do so with minimum impact to your health, with zero sugar, zero carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash. And 0 lag, 0 crash. It's the same diff, but the important part about it is that it tastes great. You might think, they don't have any sugar or any carbohydrates. Maybe this doesn't taste that good. Well, my thinking is, shut up. You don't know how to think right. Learn to brain a little more. Because these guys at Glitch have been working hard like crazy to show people how they make stuff taste good. You see this? This is their Revive line. This is their hydration line. It doesn't have the Smart Energy blend, but it's got blackberry lemonade flavoring. And it's also 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories, and 0 crash. Ain't that right, Jose?
That's right. And you know what? Like Juan said, you go on to glitchenergy.com. As far as flavor goes, they have a large selection of different combination blends to choose from. Whether it's from hydration, whether it's from smart energy, it's all good. Glitch has got you covered.
Right.
And if you go online to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order.
We want to thank you, fine folks, for continuing to help us out over here and knowing that we would not steer you wrong. We know that you guys have been supportive of Glitch Energy just as much as you've been supporting the Ravens Flock. In other words, we could use more support. For the love of God, buy some Glitch Energy stuff and tell them the Ravens Flock sent you. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for a formal invitation? You are cordially invited to purchase any sort of sampling of Glitch Energy's fine energy products. We invite you to répondez s'il vous plaît at glitchenergy.com using our promo code FLOCKFUEL. Is that hoity-toity enough for you people? How much more formal do I gotta be?
Thank you, Jeeves. We appreciate that.
Head over to glitchenergy.com. Use our promo code FLOCKFUEL for 20% off your order. We want to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock.
All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get straight to the review. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do. What happened to the bell? Here's the bell. Sheesh.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with this week's edition of NXT, which is the go-home show before their pay-per-view event of No Mercy. So
NXT No Mercy is coming up. I'm still honestly shocked that these guys decided to bring that back as a branded show over here. Jeebus. Let me check the chat real quick because I wanted to say hi to the folks. Mr. Quake, Rain and Thunder are cool for me as long as it does not damage the net or TV connections. I agree. We had a blackout earlier today.
Oh my God, Mr. Quake saying brawl out boy.
It's dance. We're falling in love to hand time.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Bash in Berlin, yet we will get no appearance by Alex Wright. Yeah,
oh, that's a deep cut.
Eventually, Tony Khan should release the brawl out footage to us fans. It can't be any worse than Bum Fights was.
Sure, why not? They released a Brawl In footage from last year.
Seriously.
But anyway, so this week's edition of NXT kicks off with a tag match, playa.
Holla, holla!
The teams of the Meta-4, being represented by Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, going up against the team of Fallon Henley and JC Jane, who have formed a new Femme Fatale baddie faction. And I kid you not, this one is called the Fatal Influence. There's JC Jane with the red hat, Fallon Henley in the middle with the cowboy look, and to the all the way to the right is Jasmine Nix, an NXT newcomer, or as I like to call this group, Toxic Attraction 2.0.
Now with 50% less Mandy Rose.
Seriously, this is Wish.com Toxic Attraction.
Whoa,
JC Jane will never, ever get away from being part of a group.
Like, you're kind of wrong, because she was away from a group for a while, Toxic Attraction, and then she did a whole hell of a lot of nothing, which is fucking bizarre if you ask me. And also, like, is it that with what's her face with Fallon Henley with the cowgirl hat in the center? Usually, the person in the center is the head of the faction. Does that mean that Fallon Henley's the one in charge?
I don't know who the hell's in charge. There's no leadership in this newly formed team that was slapped together in the last minute. It's ridiculous. And yes, I know, JC Jane was all by herself for all of 2 weeks before she meddled into the business of Chase University, and then they exposed her for being a fraud, and now she's on her own, and she's back with another group. Again! This is forever JC Jane's fate. She will forever be that part of a group and not her own person.
Which is kind of effed. It's like, you'd think that she has enough personality and charisma and style in order to carry herself, but apparently not.
It could be worse. She could be sitting at home like Gigi Dolan with WWE Creative not having diddly squat to know what to do.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, crap.
But getting back to the tag...
I was wondering what the hell happened with Gigi Dolan. Okay,
it's simple. Creative has nothing for her.
Wow, what a ripoff.
Yeah, no, I wish I was lying, but no, it's true. But getting back to the tag match. So, the Fatal Influence versus the Meta-4. So, Lash Legend got in a lot of the action during this tag match. She was showing off a lot of her size and her strength against Fallon Henley and Gigi Dolan.
She's very great strong girl.
She's very great strong girl indeed. Lots of power slams, lots of fallaway slams. She even hit a choke slam onto Fallon Henley in the middle of the ring. Of course, the Fatal Influence were up to their own underhanded tactics, not only in using their numbers game against Fallon Henley 2-on-1, but utilizing Jasmine Nix at ringside to take advantage of the numbers game whenever the referee has his back turned. And when we got back from commercial break, Jakara Jackson was in the ring, but she was getting worked over by JC Jane and Fallon Henley.
Ooh.
Yep. Then Jakara Jackson was able to get the hot tag in onto Lash Legend, as Lash Legend completely unloaded onto all the ladies. She knocked down Fallon Henley. She knocks down JC Jane. Excuse me. But once again, the Fatal Influence showing that they're not going to kowtow early to the Meta-4. They showed some surprisingly interesting in-ring chemistry. But yeah, no, they pulled off this there's this one weird tag move that they pulled off near the end of the match. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was so fucking weird to see. But yeah, no, they nearly got the win, and yeah, no, I'm just trying to remember because everything was such a blur. It was a lot of wrestling for me to absorb, but yeah, no, unfortunately, like, the Meta-4 got the win during the tag match. I'm not kidding. Hell, I'll even fact check right now because
you gotta be shitting me. So they form a new faction. They get graphics. They set themselves up. They got a third girl in here, and the fucking new faction loses.
Yeah. No. I will prove it. This is not a joke. I am not making this up. And if I am, Juan gets to slap me.
Yay! Please be wrong. I want to slap.
Jesus, you're bloodthirsty.
Yes, I am. Okay. I'm very frustrated right now.
Well, wait, okay. I'm sorry. Do you want a hug?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not from you, at least.
Oh, ow! All right, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Whatever. Yep. The what? Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Nope. The Fatal Influence won their tag match. So yes, Juan gets to slap me. All right, let's get it over with.
Yay! Yay!
All right, so they're not okay. So they didn't lose early, so good for them. Yeah, no, they pulled off. JC Jane was able to get the hot tag in, and she did roll up one of the members of the Metaphor for the tag victory. So good for them.
Did you know she rolled up Jakara Jackson or Lash Legend?
It was Legend.
Ow!
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's a fuck. That's oh hey, let's show how much of a threat these new bad girls are by taking down the biggest baddest girl in NXT right now. Oh, that's a problem.
That is a problem. But okay. To the credit, Toxic Attraction 2.0, they got the win, and they deserve it.
They're not Toxic Attraction 2.0. It's official. They're the Fatal Influences, eh? We gotta acknowledge them as an actual credible faction and threat and stuff. We gotta do that.
Okay, here's the thing. Character evolution is important for a professional wrestler, but how the hell does this newly found faction help these three ladies evolve?
Well, for starters, the three of them were separate, and now they're not.
Yeah, but JC Jane, she's been in WWE since 2021. She had 3 years to evolve, and she's still the same.
Yeah, it was because 2 of those years she was stuck, not being able to get out on her own because she was already in a faction. But then their faction leader fucking got fired.
Yeah, she's stuck in faction purgatory.
Why are we taking this as much of a negative over here? As honestly, it's at this point, we know what JC Jane's strength is. She's good in factions, and considering that Fallon Henley and what's her face, Nikki Sixx, whatever the fuck was
Jasmine Nix.
Jasmine Nix. Jesus Christ. Yeah, see what I mean? We have a new girl. We're gonna bring her up a little bit. Fallon Henley. We're gonna season her to be a little more aggressive and show how much of a heel she is.
Okay,
JC Jane brings out the inner bitch in them both.
Okay, the argument can
work.
Yeah, no, it could probably work for Fallon Henley because let's be honest, the gimmick that she's going with the cowgirl and the barn and stuff that could only carry you so.
The barn is gone.
Yeah,
the family barn is gone now.
There's a ceiling to that gimmick.
Yeah, and especially that she doesn't have someone like Tiffany Stratton to bounce those kind of shticks off of anymore. She's got to evolve. She's got to go in a different direction. Just a pivot.
Fair point. All right, fair point.
That was vanilla ice cream, and this is French vanilla ice cream. See,
okay.
It's still a pivot.
It's still a pivot.
In the chat, let's see here. Creative usually has nothing for them. That is creative. GG is the female Marty. Wow, let's not go that
Bro,
far.
Let's not. Come on, man.
Let's not. Let me see here. 6 titles. I do love the power slams. They took the Lash and Jakara. Oh, so here goes the slap. That's the bop. Let's see. If you said to Juan, sounds like he would really be into the UFC show Power Slap or any other slap fight feds. No, I really wouldn't. I think those are fucking stupid. I only just wanted an excuse to actually slap us, and he gave it to me perfectly. Jobbing out the new faction is a bad move unless they look badass while winning next week.
That is true. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If they did lose to the Metaphor, that would have been horrible.
Yeah, no. Then they would have joined such illustrious groups as the Mean Street Posse,
the Job Squad,
Kai and Tai,
the Union.
See, there are so many other factions that just fucking fell on their fucking face.
Oh, unless we forget Retribution.
I already forgot Retro.
So let's move on.
Okay.
Now let's move on to the next match, and this is something that I'm excited to talk about. I cannot wait to bring this up. It is a one-on-one match, and it is a special challenge laid out by Wendy Chu, the #1 contender to Kalani Jordan's NXT Women's North American title.
What do you mean Wendy Chu? This shows a blank.
Oh, no. This is, think of it as a pick your poison type of match. Wendy Choo gets to pick the opponent for Kalani Jordan this week. And the surprise opponent that Wendy Choo has picked from the depths of hell, coming straight from TNA, the Demon Assassin, Rosemary.
Oh, shit! Oh.
Rosemary has made her debut in WWE.
Oh, shit. See, you like, if this is the kind of titty attack you're having, for Rosemary, you do not get to knock on me when I have titty attacks about, whatever hot babes I happen to be swooning over, like Jordan Grace or Rhea Ripley, okay?
You're right. You're right, Juancho. Next time Jordan Grace is talked about, we'll zoom in on you flailing and getting excited like a little baby. But yes, Rosemary versus Kalani Jordan. Holy fucking shit.
This is so cool. Okay.
So getting to the match. So, Rosemary, she put Kalani Jordan to work. The fans were 100% on Rosemary's side, and they were chanting TNA throughout the entire time. That's later.
Okay.
Back to the match card.
Oh, fine. I wish there was a way for me to keep the match card up with Rosemary actually in the graphic, but
you can't do two at once?
Not easily.
Okay, never mind. Let's not take that risk. All right. So, anyways, getting back to the match. So, Rosemary, she took Kalani Jordan to work. The fans are 100% behind the Demon Assassin. They were even chanting TNA during this whole match.
Bullshit.
And Rosemary pulled out all the hallmarks. She pulls out a spear. She pulls out the freaking upside down figure 4 necklock hold that she does by the ring ropes.
Oh, dick.
Oh yeah, she's working over Kalani Jordan a lot. She pulls out her the freaking exploder suplexes. Like, she's just overwhelming that poor girl. And Kalani Jordan, she's trying to grasp for hope, grasp for air to try and fight back. And eventually she does mount her comeback with her series of aerial moves and gymnastic maneuvers. Kalani Jordan was able to withstand the onslaught of the Demon Assassin, eventually hitting the one-of-a-kind split-leg moonsault to pin and win. Your winner, Kalani Jordan.
So this is a non-title match?
It was a non-title match.
Okay, so...
Like I said, it was a pick-your-poison type. You didn't have to!
No, well, I wanted to, and I know how important seeing Rosemary is to you now that I see you squealing like an idiot. So if there's an opportunity for me to indulge you, then I'll do so.
All right,
so
fair.
I can hear you squeal like an idiot.
And then after the match, the lights cut out. And there's pictures of Wendy Choo's face all over the entire arena, and her music plays, and Kalani Jordan's on her toes because Wendy Choo could be coming up anywhere, at any point, and Wendy Choo sneaks up right behind Kalani Jordan.
Oh shit!
And chokes that bitch out in the middle of the ring.
Oh god, Taz would be proud. That looks like the Taz mission almost.
Yeah. Or
all she would need to do is freaking wrap around the fucking waist and cinch it in.
The Kata Hajime! Yes, it's the... But yeah, no. Wendy Choo chokes out Kalani Jordan in the middle of the ring. Kalani Jordan passes out. This post-match segment ends with Wendy Choo standing tall with the Women's North American title and Rosemary just giggling and laughing at everything that she's seeing. I don't give a fuck. This was the best match of the night because fuck yeah, Rosemary's a fucking kick-ass babe.
Well, she definitely is. You will never hear us not sing the praises of TNA's Knockouts division, because that and the X division matches are the highlights of TNA. Those are the good, really great, facets of TNA that have withstood the test of time, that have only gotten better with age. The rest of the stuff that happens in TNA, your mileage may vary. For every Joe Hendry, you have what's his face?
A Curry man.
Yeah.
Take the good with the bad.
Yeah, you gotta learn to balance the shit out. Mr. Quake is saying, imagine Wendy Choo, Tatum Paxley, and Rosemary as a faction.
Ooh, I can see that.
Yeah, you want to see that in your pants.
Hey, shut up. All right, now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this is a sit-down interview segment with Jada Parker. Now, Roxanne Perez in this picture, she actually does not enter until later. I don't have a picture of the interviewer, which is Kelly Kincaid. She sits down and
interviews. Okay, the interviewers are just there set dressing.
Exactly. So the interviewer talks with Jada Parker, and Jada Parker reflects on her time in the WWE, how she started off in the Performance Center last year, and how she actually made a big splash, how she participated in the Women's Breakout Tournament, which was eventually won by Lola Vice, but she made a really good impression, and, you know, how the fans have been supporting her, and how she's been putting in the work. She's reflecting a lot on her career so far, and she's looking forward to heading into No Mercy and challenging Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title. So yeah, pretty good. She's not purely babyface in this feud, but considering who she's up against, she's pretty much the de facto babyface. Would you agree?
Actually, I would, because in this instance, you're going up against little Roxy over here, who's losing her fucking shit.
Look at her. She's like an angry slice of pie.
No, she's such an angry little cinnamon roll. Is just so happy to be there and be able to murder people.
I know, right? Roxanne Perez sits down, and then she hears her story, and she's captivated by her story, and she then cuts down Jada Parker, saying that that's the same story that every woman in NXT has said, and they've all met the same results. And at NXT No Mercy, Jada Parker's going to find out why Roxanne Perez is called the Prodigy and why she's better than the rest. Jada Parker, having enough of hearing that bullshit from that angry pie, she slaps the flavor out of Roxanne Perez's mouth.
Ow.
Yep. And then there's this one weird part where she looks over at the other somewhere else, and she's like, "What? I know who you are. You want some of this too?" Or something like that. Like, I don't know who she was talking to. But that was still a good segment, still a good send-off, and yeah, who doesn't want to see a heel champion get slapped in the face?
I do.
Well, you're a part of a small minority.
Is AJ Lee Mexican? No, she's Puerto Rican.
Nah, she's Puerto Rican. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Sorry. I'm just remembering South Park. All of a sudden, the alpha male should have been. Yeah, no, Monty. I know who you're talking about, Mr. Break. Monty Brown, who then went to WWE as Marcus Corvan. Like, I actually looked up his old clips, and yeah, no, Monty Brown, he was a good TNA wrestler in the early 2000s. He had the size, the strength. He was very charismatic and very well a good talker on the mic, and yet TNA did diddly with him.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff Jarrett. Anyways, let's get over to the match of the night.
Give me a second. This graphic is gigantic. I need to find the end to it so I can actually start resizing it to the freaking frame of the actual camera here.
I blame WWE Twitter.
Holy fuck, this is gigantic. It's like thousands of pixels by dozens of thousands of fucking pixels. It's too big. It's too big.
But thankfully, we finally got it to size. So this match is a one-on-one encounter featuring Javon Evans going one-on-one against the leader of the Scottish faction, Gallus, Joe Coffey.
All right, Joe Coffey going up against the high-flying newcomer. So the Angry Scotsman versus Little Trick Williams Jr. Here we go.
Little Tricky. Anyways.
Like Little Dicky.
Oh, God. So, yeah. Gallus is right now trying to find their footing again. They have suffered losses to Joe Hendry over the past couple of weeks. Joe Coffey lost to Joe Hendry, and on TNA Impact, Joe Hendry beat Wolfgang. So yeah, no, they definitely need to bounce back with a win. This wasn't anything spectacular by any means. It was a good match. Javon Evans did put up a decent effort against Joe Coffey. He definitely was no slouch. He pulled out a lot of high flying moves against Joe Coffey, even pulling a page out of Cody Rhodes' book and hitting him with like running springboard cutters onto Joe Hendry.
Cody cutter?
Yeah, Cody cutters onto Joe Coffey. But unfortunately, the heels, the Gallus, were at ringside, and they got involved when the opportunity presented itself, and this match was no exception. Joe Coffey used this opportunity to hit his discus clothesline and to pin and to win. Your winner, Joe Coffey. Like I said, it wasn't anything big or explosive. It was just, it was a good match. And yeah, no, Gallus definitely needed a win, after suffering losses in the past couple of weeks.
But did it have to come at the expense of the new hottest guy here in NXT? Did it have to come at the expense of Javon Evans?
Yeah, I know. Remember how WWE were making such a big hype package over Javon Evans?
Well, they still can. You can make an issue out of this and say, hey, I think I could take you on one more time. And Joe Coffey's like, nah, I don't fuck with losers or whatever. No, I can still take you. Boys, go take him down. Wolfgang, Coffee Brother, go serve him a freaking latte. Of what? Murder!
Oh, Mr. Quick saying Trick and Javon is like Black Batman and Robin. That comment reminded me of the old music video of Eminem, Without Me, where they were doing a little skit of classic Batman and Robin with Dr. Dre as Batman and Eminem as Robin.
Rap Boy.
Oh, yeah, Rap Boy. And I'm just thinking like, oh, man, those two. Oh, God. Ugh. But anyways, so let's go ahead and move on. And let's move on to a segment that should have been good, but I don't know, parts of the segment took me out of it. So let's talk about it. This is an in-ring segment. These two have their final face-off before they collide at No Mercy. Former best friends, former brothers, now have to fight against each... God fucking damn it.
Oh, he said it! Nope! Well, nope. Jose, you brought this on. Thank you so much. Thank you so fucking much, Jose. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Just play to get it over with.
I'm going to. You just gotta let me talk. All right, you just gotta let me do the thing. Oh my God. And you can't interrupt me on this one. You just can't. You gotta face it, Jose. You set me up for this shit all the time.
All right, well, at least keep the volume, at least let me talk, and then people can still hear the music. All right, so this promo segment should have been gangbusters, and to their credit, it was half gangbusters because Zachary Wentz definitely spoke passionately during this promo segment. He got on the mic and he admitted that, that he screwed up, that he...
We are closer than brothers, but now we get to fight each other. If we trust our fate to the heart of the call, no matter what.
I have to get Mike Charlie somewhere.
Anyway, so Zachary Wentz, he spoke passionately from the heart. He actually went on, got a little anecdotal about how he screwed up and how it cost MSK the NXT Tag Team titles, without mentioning the circumstances of his firing from WWE. So good on him for keeping it
kayfabe, brother.
Keep it kayfabe, brother. Yeah, no, and he also mentioned how when Wesley was injured, when Wesley was shelved because of the back injury, Zachary Wentz was the brother that he would always call to his side. He was his go-to guy. He was his wingman. He was his partner. He was family. And yeah, no, and okay, come on. All right, let's pause this. All right, you got your yucks. Come on, pause the video,
Fine.
Please. There, you got your yucks.
Party pooper.
Anyways, and now Wesley, on the other hand, his part of the promos were repetitive. He kept saying oh, you just can't accept the fact that we're on different levels. I'm on a different level from you, and he kept repeating it over and over.
Wait, who kept saying it?
Wesley.
Oh my God! Come on, man.
That is such a bad. It's so awful. It's so repetitive. I was waiting for him to say something differently instead of, oh, you just can't accept the fact that, we're on different levels, man.
God. Fucking damn it.
Damn, you're in trouble when the TNA wrestler is doing better mic work than you are.
Let's not lie to ourselves, folks. TNA is not really known that much for excellent in-ring promos, but you can't deny... as I said, if a TNA guy is out miking you, you've got a problem.
Exactly. These two were set to collide at No Mercy this Sunday on September 1st. And, Yeah, no, that's where the whole segment ends. Like I said, Zachary Wentz, to his credit, man, he did carry it and he spoke passionately, but man, Wesley's portion of it took me out of it.
Ouch. And Vicente, to answer the question, the song is from the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, during the Duelist Kingdom arc, when in the Duelist Kingdom finals, where Yugi has to face Joey, and this is right before their duel. And yeah, 4 kids didn't kill Anime, but Anime killed 4 kids.
Oh! All right, enough about that crap, because it's time for another in-ring concert, folks. Being hosted by none other than... Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
In Paris, in Tokyo, America, Scotland, in Canada, in Mexico, they sing, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
That's right, folks. It's time for another rock concert with Joe Hendry. And this time, his song is dedicated to his opponent, the NXT champion, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Oh, no. Oh, I can only imagine how this came out. I can only imagine because I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I told Zay specifically that I wanted to make sure that you kept me out of it because I don't want to care about what's happening until Thursday night. That way I can save all my hype. Don't spoil me. Tell me everything.
All right, if you're expecting lyrics, you're not going to get any lyrics from me.
You suck!
Hey, shut up.
That was the one thing I expected from you. How dare you?
But the song that he sung, like, he was reflecting on how he played, like, in his concert, he played footage of Ethan Page's social media, of his socials, where there's like this mobile video footage of Ethan Page. I think he's in his pajamas or in some sort of like silly costume where he's doing weightlifting, he's doing curls, and the folks and he was singing lyrics like saying like, Ethan Page, please put your clothes back on, or whatever.
Dork. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. It's hilarious.
Mr. Quake saying The Rock and Elias are jealous. He owned his ass. Yep.
Oh.
Thank you for that.
Oh my God. Hang on. Let me see. Let me see if I could find it for a second. Put on your. Wow, I put it. Damn. Okay. Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, no, there's the video's available on YouTube, on the WWE YouTube, so anybody can go ahead and watch it. But yeah, no, the fans were also singing along to the lyrics. It was truly amazing.
Yeah.
In fact, let me see if I can find I can find the lyrics right now, folks. Give me just a second here. Going to the mother. Come on, man.
You're killing me here, man. What the heck, Starscream?
Hang on. There's there's other pictures of Ethan Page in his bedroom, and then how Ethan Page like has these like action figures on his shelf, and there's also videos of Ethan Page like doing like his own little like indie videos where he's like fighting himself.
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. No doubt, perhaps taking a shot. I'm surprised he left out the Karate Man gimmick from his video. See? Yeah, you remember the Karate Man bullshit?
Nope.
Like,
nobody does.
Oh God. Oh yeah, there's the main lyric. Believe in Joe, Ethan, put on some clothes.
I'm not dying. You are.
But having heard enough of this this amazing, beautiful human being that is Joe Hendry, out comes the NXT champion Ethan Page.
Still not wearing any socks in his loafers, no doubt.
And yes, I know that this is an older picture, but I'm sharing it because it's the exact same suit.
You sure?
Yes. It's the same. It's an older picture. You can tell because the ring mat is gray, not red, like his concert. So this is
my God, you're right.
So Ethan Page has had enough of this bullshit.
Apparently, he's got multiples of the same suit and pants and shirt, or this mofo is very stringent on his dry clean or whatever.
Maybe. So Ethan Page has had enough of Joe Hendry's bullshit. The fans are still chanting to the lyrics, and he's trying to block it out. And he cuts a very fiery heel promo against Joe Hendry on how he's going to stamp him out at No Mercy. And then out comes the NXT general manager, Ava. I don't have a picture of Ava, but keep the surprise is coming. Ava announces that as a result of Ethan Page getting involved last week and with the referees for NXT No Mercy, there will be a special guest referee in the NXT title match between Joe Hendry and Ethan Page, and it is none other than former NXT champion,
Oh, yeah!
Rick Williams.
Uh-huh! I like it! Oh, yeah! Uh-huh! I like it!
Yes!
Ducky, quack, quack, player.
Oh, yeah. And then Ethan Page, frustrated and infuriated, he had enough of this bullshit. He tried to attack Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry lays out Ethan Page with the standing ovation, and the show closes off with Joe Hendry and Trick Williams celebrating in the middle of the ring. What a great send-off, a great way to close off NXT before their pay-per-view event on Sunday.
So Trick Williams totally going to turn on Joe Hendry, isn't he?
Either that or Pete Dunne is going to interfere and ruin Trick's vibe. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I'm leaning on Trick turning heel, but I'm also leaning on Pete Dunne and Trick still having unfinished business.
And you think that it's somehow gonna cross-pollinate into this Joe Hendry and Ethan Page match?
Yes, I'm leaning on the second. I'm leaning on Pete Dunne. You're leaning on heel Trick Willie.
God damn.
Okay, but yeah. Great way to close off the show. Great send-off.
Good, very good send-off, and leaving people excited for the show for NXT No Mercy. So yeah, let's see how that goes from there.
Yeah, exactly. Now, before we get into this week's edition... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Vicente Guerrero's got a long comment. Mr. CM Punk has, in 4 episodes of the Epic Show, Mayans. The character arguably lost his 5 seconds. And his character... okay. All right, cool. So, before we get into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, we do have to discuss AEW's All In London 2024.
Where does it take place? You have to tell people where it takes place.
And it took place at the Wembley Stadium in London, England.
Wembley. Does my daddy love me yet? No.
Yes. AEW's All In London. Definitely a lot of good matches that they had on the card. Lots of surprise returns. Of course, I popped for the return of, well, you know who.
Sting!
But honestly, the major talking point is the main event. And that's what we're going to get into right now. Me and Juan, we're going to talk about the main event of this year's AEW All In. It's a one-on-one clash for the AEW World Title. Title versus career. That's right. The championship is on the line. A person's wrestling career is on the line. As the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland goes one-on-one against the American Dragon, former WWE World Champion Bryan Danielson.
So the yes man and the guy who should not have a driver's license swerving while he drives, facing off at Wembley. If Trick Williams wins, Bryan Danielson must hang up the boots forever. Now that he's wrestling with no contract, I'm honestly surprised he didn't do so already. And if D-Bry wins here, then he's the new AEW World Champion. Okay, we got the stakes. Everybody set up. Good. Hit it.
All right, so these two start off hot and ready early, like Little Caesars, except better. I like Little Caesars. I have a soft spot for them.
Yeah, I was about to say, Little Caesars is there for you the same way Taco Bell is. When you need something hot and you need something ready, it's there for you.
Exactly. So these two guys brawl it out. Bryan Danielson gets an early offense knocking Swerve Strickland out of the ring, and then hitting a suicide dive, colliding with Swerve Strickland at ringside. Also at ringside, Bryan Danielson's family's at ringside. Brie Bella, or rather Brie
Garcia, Danielson.
Brie Danielson is at ringside with their kids. And Swerve Strickland was able to turn things around. He was able to bust open Bryan Danielson's head at ringside, and Bryan Danielson's bleeding from the forehead. And then he plays a little bit of mind games while also playing psycho games against his family. Like he's curb stomping Bryan Danielson's head right in front of Brie and the kids. What the fuck?
Man.
I know.
He's not letting up on the whole "I'm gonna destroy your family" shit stuff. He did that with the freaking Hangman Adam Page. He did that with Christian Cage. Now he's doing it with D-Bry here. Ow.
Well, with Christian Cage, the script was flipped on him. But he did do it with Darby Allin and Nick Wayne. Remember how he brutalized Nick Wayne?
There's a light breeze can brutalize Nick Wayne.
Oh, damn. That's awful.
I'm saying he's tiny.
Yeah, he's tiny. There's a lot of tiny wrestlers. Come on, man. Jesus. Anyways, so getting back to the match. Swerve Strickland continues the punishment. Bryan Danielson is just looks like he's out of juice, and he tries to get back up, and then Swerve Strickland knocks him down, not twice, but 3 house calls, kicks directly to the head to try and knock him down, but Bryan Danielson keeps kicking out every single time, and the house call is the final move to put down your opponent.
Seriously?
But the American Dragon will not waver. The American Dragon will not quit. Bryan Danielson
gushing blood left and right and center.
He's gushing blood left and right and center, and he eventually hulks up. He dragons up.
Dragons up?
I can't say Hulk up because...
Who the fuck does he think he is? Jake Long? American Dragon Jake Long?
Oh my god.
Motherfucker. I'm like, Dante Bosco is over here still making royalty checks from Hook. He needs to come up to D-Bry and knock him out for a fucking payday. I swear to Bob.
So Bryan Danielson gets fired up, and he lays a comeback onto Swerve Strickland, and then hitting him with not 1, not 2, but 3 Busaiko knees. I mean, ugly knees to try and Busaikos. Of course, Swerve Strickland was able to fight back his own. He won't stand down. And in the final moments of the match, after all the beatings, after all the punishment between these guys, Bryan Danielson locks in the label lock on Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland taps out, and Bryan Danielson is the winner. Your winner by submission. And new AEW World Champion, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. The prophecy has been fulfilled. That's right, and the whole pay-per-view closes off with Bryan Danielson celebrating with his family. Bree and the children go into the ring. They celebrate, they hug it out. It's amazing. Bryan is still a bloody mess, but who gives a shit? Everybody goes home happy.
Hey kids, today you learn about hepatitis. No, that's
oh no! Come on, man, that's low.
Yeah, I know, what's his face? Cowboy Bob Orton's nowhere to be found. Listen, the point is, this All In London was markedly better than last year's. And it has nothing to do with the whole brawl-in shit. No, this has to do with the fact that it's not a the matches weren't all, like, look, if you guys listen to how we fucking discussed and reviewed All In last year, we were saying, like, oh, basically, Tony Khan's never going to escape the All Friends Wrestling allegation, especially not after All In was basically the friendship show where everything was based around friendship and friendship was the winning.
Adam Cole versus MJF,
yeah. No, the friendship match was because of friendship, and friendship was the most important thing ever. Like, motherfucker, this did not get enough hugs growing up. I swear. At least here, the matches didn't feel like everything was a friendship fest. I swear to fucking God, I nearly had a diabetic, heart attack thanks to that shit last year, and those are dangerous for me, and that's another reason why I'm pissed at Tony Khan, because he nearly killed me by way of proxy of stupidity, saccharine booking!
It's okay, because CM Punk returned to WWE, that's good, right? But that being said, great pay-per-view event. I loved it. The main event was great. A couple other things. Mariah May, the new Women's World Champion, was definitely awesome. I wasn't too big on the finish of the coffin match, but I enjoyed Sting coming back and laying out the Elite and saving Darby Allin.
Because, of course, what's his face? Jack Perry has to win, and Jack Perry's still the TNT champion.
Well, yeah, he didn't make the smelting title out for no reason.
Yeah, you do. You're bored.
You're bored.
But at least Zay got to get himself a nice little juicy jizzy attack in his jeans when he got to see Stinger come out one more time to to stand menacingly and point his bat at them.
Hey, he did more than that. He laid out the Young Bucks with the Scorpion Death Drop.
after pointing the bat at them
and
standing menacingly.
But anyways, now here's the thing. Now, I know me and Juan, we went back and forth. We have our differences in opinions with Bryan Danielson. We've argued about how he's being presented in AEW, how he's carrying himself in pro wrestling lately, how he's really trying to go hard, and this being his final year as a full-time active competitor in AEW. And I actually did a little bit of research. I actually did a lot of research, and keeping true to my word that I said last week, I did watch the episode of Dark Side of the Ring where they talked about the Dynamite Kid. And I did some Google fact-checking and did research on Bryan Danielson. And, man, there is a lot to unpack with Dynamite Kid. On the one hand, yeah, he's one of the revolutionary wrestlers whose in-ring style helped inspired a lot of wrestlers who wrestle in the same fast-paced, high-intensity. But
fast-paced, high-intensity, psychotically, brutally physical, and definitely not with a chip on their shoulder.
But on the flip side, on the documentary, they really did talk a lot about how Dynamite Kid had to struggle with being on antibiotic steroids, on alcohol abuse, on how he was struggling with suffering depression and concussions because of blows to the head, and how how it affected him overall as a person. And Bryan Danielson, one of his major influences is wrestling, or his major influence is the Dynamite Kid.
Shades of the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit over here. Thank God that D-Bry actually freaking doesn't do anabolic steroids and is a devout and almost zealously vegan guy, because then I might actually be fucking worried with him. Instead, I'm just worried for the guy because he really shouldn't be going this fucking hard just for the sake of showing how tough you are. Because they mentioned it between the two of us while we were discussing this shit, and he dawned this on me, and I went in my head because of fucking course it is. The trouble is that it comes off as little man syndrome.
Yes.
Because they said, fuck.
Little man syndrome, hard. Bryan Danielson may not be on the juice and may not be drinking, thank goodness.
He may be a vegan.
But man, the parallels between him and Dynamite Kid and Benoit, taking blows to the head, going harder in the ring to compensate for not being a big guy. And, even down to the freaking flying headbutt. The flying headbutt that has paralyzed Dynamite Kid.
The lapel lock is freaking...
It's a modified crippler crossface. Yeah, no, there was even posts that I saw on Google of people asking, "Oh, is Bryan Danielson's WWE's PG answer to Chris Benoit?"
Oh, who the fuck said that?
I was just flipping through Google searches, and there was links that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I need to slap whoever fucking wrote that.
Oh, We went back and forth about this, and the more I'm looking into it, the more I connect the dots. I'm like, holy shit, I am shocked and I am very concerned. Daniel Bryan, he needs to, there's a reason why WWE have been protective with Daniel Bryan, to protect him from himself.
It's depressing because we mentioned it forever ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, how he really does need to take his health seriously. He does need to start actually retiring, or at least easing up on how he fucking fights, because this shit will lead to him paralyzing himself if he doesn't fucking be careful. He already has neck problems. He already had to retire once. He hated it and all that, and they took my career from me, and they robbed me of so much of my life. Motherfucker, they paid for your therapy. They got you back in fucking wrestling shape because they know how much of an investment you are to them, because they know how fucking much it means to you to have to get to wrestle the way you fucking did. You better thank your fucking lucky stars that idiot fucking sex pest Vince McMahon, for as many fucking faults as he has, knows well enough to, hey, maybe this guy is worth something to me in the long run. If I pay for his medical and get him back into tip-top shape, he can make me money. In the meantime, I'll have him be a GM and shit. To keep him on air. As fucking stupid as much as we hate Vince McMahon, there's some nuggets of gold in that turd shit pile.
Yes. Oh my god.
Bullshit. I hate saying that. Like, he's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah, no, like, man, oh man, oh man.
Now
Now I'm actually agreeing with you 100. Yeah, hang on a minute.
Vicente, when a guy like Honky Tonk Man calls Dynamite Kid one of the biggest pricks I've ever met, you know things are bad. Ow.
But that being said, Juancho, I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth, but now, like, I'm actually leaning more towards agreeing with you on Bryan Danielson. And like, after doing my research and after watching that episode of Dark Side of the Ring. And I was also watching documentaries on Chris Benoit too, so
let's face it, Jose. Let's just tell it like it is.
Go ahead.
No one knows what they're doing.
All right. So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead. Man, I feel like we got to do like a freaking like video essay on freaking Chris Benoit sometime.
I really don't think we should.
All right. Well, let's go.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get canceled over it.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe. So, let's go ahead and get to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite.
You put the wrong show up.
Whoops. Fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite. There you go, Matthew. Whatever. He doesn't know we exist. I don't care.
This week's AEW Dynamite takes place over in Champaign, Illinois. Just the
hometown of Champagne Sing.
You know, it's just a few blocks away from Chicago, which they'll be in next week. And AEW Dynamite kicks off with a surprise return of the former multi-time AEW World Champion, the Death Rider, the Master of Death Jitsu, Jon Moxley.
Oh God, the vampire's back.
Yeah, look. Oh my God, he looks like Nick Gage.
Oh my God, he looks like No, he looks like Nick Gage trying to cosplay as Steve Austin.
He looks like Nick Gage if he went through rehab and he got clean.
He looks like Nick Gage. There.
Ah!
I'm just like, I don't have another joke. Like, he just looks like Nick Gage.
To the fans' delight, to the fans' excitement, Jon Moxley has returned from his 2-month hiatus.
Please, Renee, tell me you got him off of the juice. And by the juice, I mean the blood addiction. Pretty please.
Oh, Juan.
Take it one day at a time. We gotta earn that 1-year coin of going clean. And I'm not talking about the alcohol one. I'm talking about the blood one. For the love of God. Yeah, he looks a little skinny. Well, that's just the angle of his profile over there. You know, standing sideways kind of makes you look a little skinnier.
Yeah,
it's not like he's gate at the face, you know. He still has a full face going on. Despite himself. So, we'll see how he looks when he takes his shirt off later. Whatever, I don't know.
So, Moxley is in the ring with Tony Schiavone conducting an impromptu interview with Jon Moxley. And Jon Moxley has been away for some time. He's had a lot of... You can share it. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of time to...
Sorry. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got the wrong fucking look. No. I'm sorry. This came out of nowhere. Okay. I need to see if I can find it. I can find it.
Go.
No.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and find it.
I promise this is not on purpose. Oh, over here. Oh my God.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Oh, okay. Look. Okay. The way that Moxley's face look... Oh, God, no, that's almost too perfect. Oh,
ah!
Okay, hang tight.
Oh, no!
It's not on purpose, I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. This is not on purpose. Oh, my fucking Lord. Okay, so... You see how Moxley's looking, this
is just a screen capture of Moxley with his mouth open talking to Tony Schiavone.
So you see how Moxley's got his mouth open and he's given the Kubrick stare out over at Tony Schiavone, right?
Yes.
Okay. I promise this wasn't on purpose. I swear to God. I know this is not on purpose. I took a look at Moxley's face and just looking from like the nose up, if you were to draw like a horizontal line straight from like the bottom of his nose, from the tip of his nose straight across, and look at him up, I was reminded of this shot from the ending of The Mummy.
Jesus!
This, I swear to God, was not on purpose! It wasn't trying to!
And I really wasn't trying to, but it came out like this, and it fucked me up in the head.
This way I was tickling my dick off over here just now. I swear it wasn't on purpose. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm so sorry.
Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back to modern times. So after. So John
the Book of Amun-Ra.
asshole. So John Moxley gets on the mic, trying not to chew Tony Schiavone with his giant mouth.
Suck his soul out so that he can bring a Noxus back from the dead and regain his power and his triumph.
All right. Moxley mentioned how he was away for 2 months. He spent some time thinking and talking. There's actually a conversation he wants to have that's been a long time coming. He's calling out Darby Allin, who is not at the arena at the time, but he mentioned that Darby Allin and John Moxley need to have a one-on-one conversation, and it is an important topic. They need to talk this out. And just as Tony Schiavone was trying to get people hyped up with what they have tonight on Dynamite, John Moxley gets on the mic again, and he told Tony Schiavone a cryptid and vague message saying, "This is not your company anymore." What the fuck does that mean? This is not your company anymore. This was never Schiavone's company. He's a commentator.
What? Why are you saying this to Schiavone?
Yeah. This is not your company anymore. No, you're supposed to be saying that to Tony Khan. Dude, you got the wrong stooge.
You've got the wrong what? Dude, Moxley, I know you've been away for a while, but do you need a picture? Do you need a picture of what Tony Khan looks like?
Oh my god. But yeah, that was such a cryptic message. That was so vague. I had no idea what Moxley is alluding to. Juancho, what do you think?
Okay. It really doesn't matter what I think in this case.
Oh?
Because, let's not kid ourselves here. The folks at home have already made up their mind. Or rather, the folks on the Twitter sphere have already made up their mind. They believe that this is a cryptic little implication that someone else is going to take over the company.
Oh no. Oh.
That someone else has been summoned, or someone else has come forth in order to bring AEW to his will.
Could you say that it's all about the money?
Indeed.
Yep.
There's the big fucking illusion, and the word on the street is that this is how they're going to bring Shane McMahon to All Elite Wrestling for a storyline where somehow Shane McMahon took over AEW. And now what are we fucking doing? What is it that the Elite and Shane McMahon are teamed up or something? Or what?
Or is this like a hostile takeover? Are we finally going to get rid of the Elite?
Oh, that would make my Christmas, but I doubt it. This all stems from the rumor of forever ago from what was it, last month?
It was last month. Tony Khan had an internal meeting.
No, it wasn't an internal meeting. It was an impromptu meeting.
It was an impromptu meeting with Shane McMahon that he had. They
talked at an airport.
At an airport.
That totally wasn't secret because Tony Khan was the one posing and gooking at the camera for it.
Because he's an idiot. He's trying to get attention. But yeah, no. And yeah, there's a rumor. Right now it's just a rumor. Nothing is confirmed. That Shane McMahon...
Rumor and innuendo, pal.
That Shane McMahon might be moving from Connecticut to Jacksonville.
In order to... considering that Shane doesn't work for WWE, there is not a single member of the McMahon family actively working for the WWE, if you don't count Triple H, which strictly, he's Paul Levesque. He's not... Yeah,
not even McMahon. Stephanie McMahon is back. And she was back for WrestleMania, but that was it.
She was just there to announce. That's all.
Yeah.
She was just there to be part of the festivities. She's not a member of the staff or the talent.
Yeah. So...
And Shano is really just going to be brought in to represent himself as an evil takeover. Oh, the big company's fucking... what do you call it? The company is being taken over by the big bad evil McMahon.
Or Shane McMahon is just going to be brought in as, an actual tough authority figure that they need on screen because Tony Khan did diddly. Just please do us a favor, Shane. Do not bring back Raw Underground.
There won't be any Raw underground. Every episode of Dynamite is underground.
Oh, that's awful.
But is it wrong? Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Anywho, all right, let's get to the exciting... Well, before we get to the exciting match, let's get to the comments.
Nick Gage gave her a hard fight. Let me see here. But he did job to Tessa Blanchard. Not sure Jon Moxley would do that job unless Tessa let him bleed tons. Yep, you're right. This is not your company anymore. Please don't let that mean that AEW sold to Vince McMahon. Please no. Please fuck no. Shane O'Mac's kayfabe over is slightly less dumb. And Mr. Greg's like, I loved Raw Underground. Well, thankfully they switched it to NXT Underground,
which is better, and
they have it running better
with the dance girl, the sexy dance girls. Oh my god, they keep cutting to them.
They're like, it's like, Shane, why are you trying to bring back Nitro? Stop trying to bring Nitro back. Trying to make Nitro happen. It's never going to happen.
All right, let's get to the exciting match of the night, and it is the in-ring Dynamite debut of the former WWE Speed Champion, Ricochet. That's right. That's right. Ricochet has wrapped things up with WWE, and he's made his AEW splash at All In London during the Casino Gauntlet match.
Let me guess. He was the Joker's Wild of that, wasn't he?
I don't know. I haven't kept up with how they draw them out, but the point is,
because fucking there's no point in anything in over there.
Exactly. Ricochet is Kyle Fletcher has challenged Ricochet one-on-one to this match, and this is pretty solid. These two guys are definitely amazing high flyers. Of course, Kyle Fletcher is more technical based, but still, he was able to keep up with Ricochet. And Ricochet, of course, showing no signs of slowing down, was able to keep up with Kyle Fletcher. Lots of high flying Hurricane Ranas and lots of takedowns between these guys. It's great back and forth action all around. And Ricochet, of course, hitting a beautiful suicide dive ringside, annihilating Kyle Fletcher. So that was neat. I like how their whole feud started off on Twitter when Kyle Fletcher took a jab at Ricochet for being a speed champion on WWE.
Fucking seriously, buddy? What was the last championship that Kyle Fletcher had again?
The Ring of Honor World Television title.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Which title is more relevant? Well, obviously the obvious answer is Ring of Honor.
The Speed Championship at least has a platform that it's built for exclusively.
Exactly.
Kyle!
Yeah.
God damn it, Kyle.
Eventually, Ricochet was able to pull a victory with hitting his finishing move called the Vertigo. And this is an old finishing move that he used back in the Independents before signing with WWE and switching to using the 630 Splash, which then he replaced it with the Shooting Star Press. So yeah, Ricochet picked up the win. Yay! And then afterwards, the music of Will Ospreay hits, and the newly crowned AEW International Champion Will Ospreay is up over at the Titantron. He got on the mic and he was about to talk until he was blindsided by the bastard Pac.
Hold on.
I don't have the picture in.
Why didn't you get a picture of that?
Because I couldn't find it on the AEW website.
Oh, for God's sake!
So the bastard Pac told Will Ospreay to not turn his back on him, and the bastard Pac welcomed Ricochet to AEW and told him to go all the way to the back of the line because he's getting his shot next.
At Will Ospreay.
Yep. Pac and Will Ospreay are set to collide at All Out for the AEW International title.
Which is next Saturday?
Next Saturday, September 7th, in the Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois.
Jeez. That's going awful fast. Okay, number one, Pac, Ospreay didn't turn his back on you. You came up to him from behind. How can he turn his back on you when he never had his back away from you to begin with? Number one. And number two, since when does Pac think that he's got a shot at the international title over here? Shouldn't MJF actually be the first in line to due to getting a rematch?
Nah, MJF's got bigger problems, which we'll get to in just a minute.
Okay, so yay Ricochet. Kyle Fletcher's an idiot. Yay Ricochet. Please bilk this rich idiot for every cent he's worth.
I'm sorry. I'm a little more skeptical about Ricochet's run in AEW. In fact, I even posted on Twitter and be like, oh, so we'll see him in Ring of Honor in 2 months? Because I'm sorry, but unless you're like a big money draw, like any AEW wrestler who gets signed over to the company gets lost in the shuffle in just a span of months.
In a span
of months.
I was about to say.
I like spam.
Spam is tasty.
I haven't had Spam in a while.
I have. It's yummy.
Yay. But yeah, no, I just hope they don't drop the ball with Ricochet. For goodness sake, come on, man.
One can only dare to dream. Okay, so next segment.
Next segment, we get the in-ring segment of the former AEW American Champion Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF.
Oh, he's so angry. He is so perturbed. He is so beside himself and distraught and nettled. He is truly and utterly nettled.
That's right. MJF is pissed off. He lost his American title. He lost his
the international title.
He lost his Dynamite Diamond ring. He
lost the ring?
Yep.
What do you mean he lost the ring?
Oh no, well, it got stolen from Daniel Garcia.
Oh, Daniel Garcia stole the Dynamite ring from him. He stole it at All In during the
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, MJF is just pissed off, and he's got like injured bandages on his neck because he suffered the Tiger Driver bomb from Will Ospreay. Yeah, and he got on the mic and he was fuming mad. The first thing he did is that he denounced his U.S. citizenship because he felt that the United States fans turned on him at All In.
Excuse me?
That's right. MJF has denounced his American citizenship.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me get this straight.
Oh my god.
Okay. You know what? No.
Hot tag to one.
Hot tag.
I haven't even finished talking about the rest,
Shut
but okay,
up.
sure.
Shut up. I get a minute.
All right.
Not literally a minute. No. I throw it. There you go. Now sit down, shut your holes. All 4 of them. Yeah, you think I don't know about your 4th hole? Yeah. Hey there, folks. Juan Arouse from the Ravens flock. What the heads of the team, the tech guru of the team, host of the Black Files, and Jose's tag partner here on Wrestle Rewind. Okay, Maxwell, my boy, young, chipper cherub of a young man. Let me see if I get this straight. You've become AEW International Champion. You've rebranded said championship into the American Championship. You tout to everyone and their mother how incredibly awesome you are simply by dint of being by being an American. Circa 2002 to 2004, ramp up to the fucking Iraq War style. So, hyper jingoism of a motherfucker, the kind of which that would only make Colin Powell blush. Then, you go to London, England, where there are dozens upon thousands of British people.
All while he's Uncle Samming it up.
Don't interrupt me. I'm in the middle of a bit here. And you lose said match, and you blame Americans? Motherfucker, you went into a freaking meat processing plant, and you're freaking Bambi's mom. Alright? You made yourself into fucking venison. You did that to yourself, and you're trying to blame that on everyone else? Make this make sense! Make this shit make sense! This was stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid! Oh, and apparently, according to the promo, the only part of the world that he considers his sovereign land is where his fucking town in Long Island.
Plainview, Long Island, New York.
Buddy, have you forgotten where Long Island is located? Let me fresh your memory, let you lose it, and then fresh it over again. I believe there's a word for that, but I don't have the term for it. Long Island is part of the state of New York. I know this because I was also born there. And so was this chucklefuck. New York is not only a part of the United States of America, the nation whose citizenship and sovereignty you have denounced, but it's also one of the OG colonies, motherfucker! We bought it from the poor tribe of Native Americans for like $20. You idiot! And you claim to fucking denounce it? There's only one explanation. You're doing this shit on purpose, and you're purposefully and intentionally setting yourself up to blame others who had nothing to do with your own failures. You done goofed. In London, England. You don't get to blame anyone but yourself. Don't be stupid. Quit being stupid. That's Tony's job. Maxwell, your job is to be an excellent ish promo and a pretty decent guy in the ring. And to heal it up. But that's stupid. Don't be stupid. Fucking idiot. Tag in. Trump vibes? No, please. Not even that. No fucking way.
Not exactly Trump vibe,
No.
but he did get an endorsement from JBL on social media before All In.
That's almost Trumpy.
That's almost Trumpy. And then he turns his attention to Daniel Garcia. He got really mad. He got angry at Daniel Garcia. And just as he was about to finish his promo, he was blindsided by Daniel Garcia.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's right. Daniel Garcia attacked MJF from behind, and he was about to hit him, lay him out with an avalanche pile driver until the referees and officials stopped him. And then these two had to pull apart, and then MJF retreated all the way up to the entrance ramp. And then Daniel Garcia got on the mic, and he cut a fiery promo against MJF. He told MJF that he stole the Dynamite Diamond ring, and he pawned it to have enough money to fly to London, England, and screw MJF out of the title.
Oh, no. He pawned the ring. No.
And that revenge is all he could think about. Revenge is the only thing that he has on his mind. Revenge is his fetish. Wait, what?
Wait, was that what he actually said?
Yes. Yes, he actually
Okay.
said that.
Daniel Garcia, my advice goes to you too. Don't be stupid. That was stupid. Don't be stupid. Please.
Daniel Garcia has challenged MJF to a one-on-one match at All Out next Saturday, and then he ends the promo segment by throwing the microphone at MJF, hitting him in the shoulder. Oh, God.
Ow. So Maxwell's just getting dunked on by this guy.
Yes.
It's like, what's his face, trying to catch all the smoke with Ethan Page, from Metaphor?
Oh, Oro Mensa?
Oro Mensa, yeah. No, it's, except it's kind of compressed just to one guy in the matter of like a week and a half. MJF denouncing his American citizenship, huh? Who does he think he is? Billy Joe Armstrong? No, Billy Joe Armstrong's still very much a proud American. He just doesn't want to be an American idiot.
Ah!
Being honest, yes, AEW does have too much talent. Why else would Tony Khan buy Ring of Honor, then turn it into a farm league for AEW? I miss seeing Lila Hirsch and Abaddon who are in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Which I'm too. It's such a bad thing. Yeah, I know. It's so cringe. Well, kind of cringe. But yeah, no, the thing of it being his fetish, that's cringe.
That was a little cringe, but great promo segment all around. I liked it. And now let's get to the match of the night.
They may be cringe, but they are free.
Exactly.
Sort of like MXM.
They may be cringe, but they are free, but this match is on the fringe, and it is an 8-person all-star 8-man tag match as Chris Jericho...
Let's just take 3 fucking storylines and smush them together.
Jesus, man. It's Chris Jericho, the Learning Tree, teaming up with Big Bill, Brian Keith, and Roderick Strong, representing the Undisputed Kingdom, versus the FTW champion Hook, and the rest of the conglomeration, Kyle O'Reilly, the Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe, and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. God, so many fucking bodies in this ring. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay,
having Orange Cassidy get the Mr. Bean promo thing at All In, yeah, that was cute, but like...
That was cute, but for who? Who does it help? Is it just for him? Is it for Tony Khan to tickle his funny bones? Kind of. Anyways. So, yeah, no. These two teams collide. It was an 8-person tag match. I'm not going to call spot for spot because, my goodness, there's so many people. Of course, My favorite parts of the match were, of course, where Hook got the hot tag. He laid out Roderick Strong with and Big Bill with a series of suplexes, like overhead belly to bellies. That was pretty fun. Then, of course, Chris Jericho trolled the fans. It looked like he was going to do a suicide dive, but instead of running, he stops midway, and then he just waves his hand and he goes, "Hi, guys!" Just to troll Champaign, Illinois.
Wow.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of chaos. Like, most of the fighting all spilled over at ringside. Roderick Strong's in the middle of the ring with Hook. Roderick Strong was about to hit Hook with the end of Heartache, but then Hook was able to reverse it and lock in the Red Rum. And the referee, Aubrey Edwards, man, I don't know how the fuck she missed this one. She calls the victory for Hook by submission, even though Roderick Strong's foot was underneath the bottom rope.
You're kidding me.
Nope, I kid you not. This finish was awful. Hook got the win.
Fuck?
Hook got the win. The brawling continued at ringside, and the Undisputed Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, all went into the ring and laid out Hook in a 3-on-1 beatdown.
Ow.
I fucking hate this match. I don't like this finish. Why?
Well, it's because this finish is stupid.
What the fuck, Aubrey Edwards? Jesus, man. You're supposed to be like this super cool, awesome lady ref that we all like because you're...
but now she's just a little horse in the face.
What? Whoa!
What?
Dude!
What?
What the hell, man?
Yeah, I went there and...
Did she do anything?
Money grip?
What did she do? Did she piss on your lawn?
Maybe. You don't know what she does in her spare time.
I don't want to know.
But I do.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying Jessica Carr is a better referee. There. Anyways.
Goddamn right.
Anyway, so now let's move on to this segment I was so mad at because I was so screwed out of it. Like, this is supposed to be an in-ring segment of the championship celebration for the newly crowned AEW Women's World Champion, the Glamour, Mariah May.
God damn. Okay. She does have to stop being sexy here. I'll ask her that.
Actually, you want to know something? She actually used to contract with WWE, and she helped work on a lot of the merchandise for WWE back then. Yeah, I did a Wikipedia search on her.
God, oh wait, seriously?
Yeah, and of course she did some modeling gigs on the side as well, along with wrestling. But yeah, she had a cup of coffee in WWE, not on TV, not on NXT, but yeah, it was awesome. So it's supposed to be her big celebration, and it's conducted by Tony Schiavone. And then Mariah May, she decided to cancel the celebration because she doesn't think that Champaign, Illinois deserves it because she pretty much trash talked the town of Champaign on how they're trashy people, blah blah blah. You know, town heat or whatever you want to call it. Yep. And then Mariah May gives like a little bit of a sneak peek. She unveils her black silky robe and she shows off a little bit of her lingerie. Like, it wasn't much, but it was enough to get this random screenshot of this random dude reacting at ringside, which completely broke the commentary team.
Wait, you kidding me?
Yeah, that's that girl covering up that dude's face.
Was he like her big brother or her uncle or something?
I think so. Yeah, speaking of Botchamania material.
No, that's actually genuinely funny. You can be pissed at that all you want, but that is genuinely fucking funny. I'm sorry. That, like, if that was the setup, or rather, if the whole thing of the setup was for this to be the payoff, that still works. But the fact that this was done by accident and just by some random ass fan who was trying to get a peep, only for the little girl over here that's clearly family to cover his eyes, is just priceless. Like, of course, not getting to see Mariah May and her goodies is a shame.
I got cheated, damn it!
However,
it was a sham.
However,
what's up?
However, that's what a good heel does.
All right, fine.
They will tease something and they'll deprive the fans of what they wanted to originally see in order to get the fans to hate them more. Like, Jose, all I have to do is point to Shawn Michaels being in Montreal. I think it was 2004, 2005.
2005 when he was feuding with Hulk Hogan.
Yep, and he was teasing Bret the Hitman Hart coming out to teach him a lesson, only for Shawn Michaels to show that there was no Bret Hart showing up. and pissing off everyone within a 5-mile radius.
All right, fine. I'll let that one go. But moving on. Let's go over to the main event in-ring segment, and it is
honorable mentions tonight?
No honorable mentions tonight.
Okay.
This is an in-ring segment featuring the newly crowned AEW World Champion Bryan Danielson, who will address his future in All Elite Wrestling.
Yay!
Yep, he got on the mic and he spoke passionately about winning the AEW World title, how much it meant to him, and how all the fans supported him, and how his family supported him. And when he went backstage, like, his children were very proud of him. They were very happy during their time in England. Of course, he also mentioned that they were also happy when they got their ride on the double-decker bus, their first time ride on that in England, which is nice. Aww.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. He then gets on the mic and he answers the question. Is he going to retire? What's he going to do? Well, the answer is hell no, he's not retiring. He's going to continue to wrestle for AEW. He's going to defend the AEW World title. And if he loses the title, then that is when he's going to hang up his boots.
So he's going to stay champion and rather he's going to retire once he's no longer AEW champion?
That's right. And
okay.
And it looks like we already have someone to set up as his first challenger for the AEW World title. And it was none other than the aforementioned AEW TNT smelting champion, the scapegoat Jack Perry, who attacked and assaulted Bryan Danielson from behind. Yep, the show closes off with Jack Perry standing tall, holding both titles on his hands, the TNT title and the AEW World title. No, listen. You know how we said earlier tonight that D-Bry's got small man syndrome? Yeah.
Or so, like, no, Jack Perry actually has small man syndrome.
Smaller man syndrome?
Yeah, no. Fucking Bryan Danielson looks like fucking Dave Bautista next to this fucking clown. Anyone else. And I'm not even talking about the elite shit, and I'm not even talking about the punk shit, I'm not even talking about that shit. I'm talking about, like, listen, get someone who's actually a credible fucking threat. Jack Perry is not a credible threat to Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson is like Jack Perry needs to be fucking grateful that D-Bry is a vegan, because D-Bry would literally eat him alive.
All right, so it is official. I actually did a Wikipedia search. While I haven't announced it publicly yet, Bryan Danielson will face Jack Perry and defend the AEW World title at All Out.
So yeah, it is going to be next Saturday at All Out in Chicago. Okay, but like, no.
Listen,
anybody else. Listen, fucking buddy else.
Listen, Bryan Danielson, if you really want to get under Jack Perry's skin, the best way to defeat him is using real glass.
Then make him cry a river.
Yes.
And no, what's actually okay? Here's a couple fucking people off the top of my head. Eddie Kingston when he fucking comes back.
Yes.
Let's see here. You want to elevate somebody? Elevate Hook. Have him like say like, "Hey, I'll fucking trade in this championship. I got this from my old man. I got it back, and now it's back in our family. I can retire that. I want a shot at the champion."
Or fold MJF back into it.
Fold MJF back into it. Yeah, exactly. Fucking have him finish up with Daniel Garcia, and then have me like, you know what? I'm going to fucking get I'm going to get the world championship back. That's what a real American would do, or whatever.
Or bring Darby Allin in. Darby Allin had a great McCoffin match, and it's awesome. It's another story of two Washington State dudes going at each other.
Maybe. I don't know.
But anybody but Jack Perry.
Anybody but Jack Perry.
The problem is that AEW...
I got it.
Oh?
You really want to piss people off?
Go for it.
Whoever, or like, if we're gonna go with this whole John Moxley is aligning with Shane McMahon and making Shane McMahon do a hostile takeover, have Moxley be the one to retire D-Bry.
Oh, the fellow Blackpool Combat Club member.
Yeah, he turns on Blackpool Combat Club.
Dude, that would be sick.
Because, like, no, Blackpool Combat Club, you guys are holding me back. I'm told where the power really is, or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm seeing it right now. Like, quote me now, and think, and trust me later, or whatever. No, trust me now, quote me later.
Okay.
That's what it fucking feels like over here. CM Punk is not a fucking coward, by the way, Mr. Quake. CM Punk is a fucking badass motherfucker. He just knows how to pick his fights better. Master Troll, oh my goodness. LOL, Real Glass. I don't know what's worse, CM Punk or Daniel Bryan. CM Punk has got an ego, but so does D-Bry. Let's see. Good thing Aubrey Edwards missing a foot under the ropes. If a fan says anything about it, she'll cuss it out like it's AEW Unrestricted. Foul-mouthed women are hot.
I mean, yeah,
your mileage can vary with that over here. The sign girl in that screenshot could be famous like Angry Ms. Girl. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That would be so hilarious. Saw Daniel Garcia throw that mic so far and was like, "Damn, he was he has the arm like the arm of a pitcher."
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we finish up AEW Dynamite with the threat of
Jack Perry.
the threat of Jack Perry.
If you want to call it a threat.
No, please, just fold him.
All right.
Okay, prove how tough and big you are by folding this little shrimp, please.
With real glass. Anyways, so now it's time to shift gears and go over to this week's edition of TNA Impact, their go-home show before their pay-per-view event Emergence, and their final TV taping over in Tampa, Florida.
Took them long enough. God.
Yes.
They've been here in Tampa for 2 months. God, they must have filmed a shitload.
Exactly. And the show opens up with a one-on-one match for the TNA X Division Championship. As the defending champion, the Speedball Mike Bailey defends against Rich Swann representing First Class. And boy, oh boy, while I enjoyed this match, it was really hard for me to watch knowing this dark shadow that's cast over the circumstances of Rich Swann. I actually shared a post with Juan that Rich Swann has been suspended by AEW due to another wellness violation.
You're shitting me.
I sent it to you on Instagram.
No, you did send it to me. I'm like, no, when you sent that to me, I was like, no, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, seriously, Rich Swann flunking TNA's wellness policy? You remember this is TNA we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like, how the hell did he fuck up that bad?
Yep, Rich Swann is suspended by TNA Wrestling and entering rehab after disorderly intoxication arrest. The last time he was in the middle of a disorderly intoxication arrest was just a few years ago. Like, Rich Swann, he's got a bad record as it is. Like, he was fired from WWE back in the late 2010s. I think it was because he was involved in some sort of domestic issue or...
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, and... now this shit has happened. I'm like, come on, dude. What the hell?
Oh, Lord.
So I will do my best to try to talk about it without pissing on Rich Swann. Because this was before Rich Swann's suspension. This was a pretty brilliant match. AJ Francis was on commentary. He was for this one, joining Tom Hannafan and Matthew Raywalt. Mike Bailey and Rich Swann did a lot of reversals against each other, lots of high-flying moves, and even at one point, during the middle of the match, they were exchanging strikes, exchanging blows, punches and kicks, and they even knocked each other out with, simultaneous spinning roundhouse kicks to each other's heads, so we got a double-down spot, so that was fun. Mike Bailey hitting all of his hallmarks. He hit his awesome, running shooting star press, but Rich Swann was able to kick out. Mike Bailey annihilated Rich Swann with a springboard moonsault to the outside. He got a little distracted by AJ Francis, and Rich Swann knocked his ass back into the ring. Rich Swann tried to put away Mike Bailey. He tried to hit a frog splash, but Mike Bailey was able to kick out after 2. And Rich Swann hit a handspring cutter. Mike Bailey kicks out. And then AJ Francis was about to get involved, but then Trent Seven, Mike Bailey's friend, got involved, and he started brawling with AJ Francis at ringside. Mike Bailey was able to overcome the odds, hit his spinning tornado kick, and put down Rich Swann with the ultimate weapon to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the TNA X Division champion, Mike Bailey.
That's how you fucking do it. Thank you, Speedball. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Like I said, it was a tough match for me to call because knowing what I know about Rich Swann, man. Because come on, dude.
I guess Rich Swann's gonna be off TV for a while. As a result of this,
it's gonna be an indefinite suspension, given his record.
Ow.
Can you break?
I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to be an ass, but sorry, Rich Swann. You kind of bring that on yourself if that's what's gonna fucking happen, buddy.
No, keep talking. I'm still on my candy break.
Oh no, I was done with what I needed to say. I'm sorry, but them's the breaks, pal.
Oh no,
them's the breaks.
Rich Swann isn't suspended by AEW. He's suspended by TNA.
I thought he said TNA.
No, but Vincent Guerrero said AEW.
Huh? Oh yeah, no, by TNA. Yeah. Cry Me a River, Justin Timberlake. Cry Me a River.
Oh my god. But now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this was the semi-main event for TNA Impact.
This was so fucking stupid. I loved it.
And this match is for the TNA Knockouts World Title, and it's contested under the specific
Match by Elegance.
as the defending champion Jordan Grace defends the TNA Knockouts World Title once again against
Ash by Elegance.
And yeah, no, we finally figured out what it was. And honestly, it's just a variation of a hardcore match. There's weapons at ringside. There's fold-out chairs. There's garbage lids. There's kendo sticks. There's trash lids. And they're all prettied up. They're all frilly. They're all painted pink.
They're like, there was a fucking pink plastic folding chair. We could tell it's plastic from the thud. It was used in the middle of the match, and it was actually used as a straight-on headshot. But since it was so light and plastic, you could tell that it doesn't actually hurt. But still, fuck, ow. That's not the point. The point is, like, everything was frillified and sissified. It's like if Tiffany Stratton fucking had herself a hardcore match. Everything was pink and frilly and pretties.
Yeah, I wouldn't know exactly what she would call it, but still. That being said, yeah, no, this was a fun match. Of course, Ash by Elegance got the early jump onto, and actually sent Juan match screenshots. So.
Yes, he did. Okay.
Please keep up. Yes.
No, I am keeping up. Buckle up, buckaroos. This is going to get fun.
So, of course, Ash by Elegance gets the early jump onto Jordan Grace as the ring announcer was announcing them, and these two started having fight. And like I said, there were lots of prettied up weapons to be used from. Jordan Grace was laying out, Ash by Elegance was laying out Jordan Grace with the pink chair, and then she brings in the garbage can, which look at it. Look, you see, I'm not kidding. She brings out the garbage can.
Trash by Elegance.
Ha! That's a good one.
Ah!
High five right there, buddy.
High five.
Thank you. She tries to set it up, and she tries to put Jordan Grace over it as these two brawl over at the top turnbuckle. Jordan Grace was able to fight back from it, and she was able to slam Ash by Elegance gut first onto the trash can, and the fight continues. The match gets over at ringside. And Ash by Elegance tries to fight back again with her pink kendo stick. That's
a pink trash can lid.
Pink trash can lid, yeah, and eventually kendo stick.
The pink kendo stick over here, the pink and black folding chair by Elegance.
Nah, it doesn't have the same ring as trash.
No, I know that was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
what isn't lightning in a bottle is fucking personal concierge at fucking ringside.
Oh my god, the commentary team is cursed with the personal concierge, man.
No, what's his fucking face again?
Tom Hannafan.
There we go. He was like, "Oh my god, you are poison to my ear. I can't stand hearing you speak. I need you to get as far away from me as humanly possible." Like, and he was like complaining the whole time. That personal concierge is like, "See, this is the wonder of Ash by Elegance. I can see it now. The champagne, the limousine, the party. We're going to be Knockouts champion again." And he's like, "Yeah, so how's your meal ticket doing? How dare you?" Like,
oh my god.
Also, shout out to the two Hawk Tua girls in the back over here. Pretty gang signs.
Thank you, Juan.
Yeah, WWE's drug policy is stricter, Mr. Quake. That was the point we were making. Like, if you're flunking the drug policy of TNA that isn't nearly as strict as AEW or WWE, then you've got a problem. Simon Gotch once got thrown off track when he got compared to CM Punk. He said, "I wish my bank account could be like CM Punk's." Punk is worth $10 million, was several years back.
Oh, yeah, Simon Grimm. Maybe you should watch what you say.
Yeah.
Anyways,
let's see. I bet people is jealous of CM Punk. Oh, yeah. I mean, come the fuck on. Dana Brooke with Lash Legend. That would be fucking funny.
Not really. All right. So anyway, getting back to the match. So, let's see where we are here. Oh yeah. And during their back and forth action, Jordan Grace was able to regain momentum. She brings in a container and she spills out freaking diamonds, not glass, not thumbtacks, not Legos, not phones, not even cricket balls. But diamonds.
Now, obviously, for the record, folks, we know they're not real diamonds because these things were gigantic fucking chunks. They were like fucking
real glass.
Go cry me a river.
Go cry me a river.
Yeah, no. Obviously, they're glass beads. that are shaped like diamonds, but them shits are still gonna fucking hurt. So, yeah, Jordan Grace went ahead and spilled them out, all thumbtack style. Somewhere out there, Terry Funk is looking down, he's like, I can't believe I bled for this shit. But I'm gonna keep watching because these two are fucking insane. And they're hot.
Right.
Rich Swan should stop drinking like he's the fucking Sandman. No kidding.
Yeah, but that being said, continuing on with the match, Dana Brooke was able to regain. Dana Brooke was able to regain her footing, and there was a couple more shenanigans that happened. She locks in a chokehold onto Jordan Grace. The personal concierge was about to interfere, and then we get the surprise appearance by Rosemary, the Demon Assassin.
Yay, Rosemary doing double duty.
Yep, she decided to hop over from Winter Park to Tampa, and she not only laid out Ash by Elegance with a spear, but she also chased away the personal concierge because fuck that guy, nobody likes him.
It was fucking funny. Thank you.
And it looked like Jordan Grace was finally able to win without any distractions, but boy howdy, we forget, this is TNA, so we're gonna have distractions. Out comes the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich, who leveled out the Jordan Grace. Masha Slamovich laid out Jordan Grace with a pile driver, but Jordan was able to kick out after 2. And then these two set up for Jordan Grace to hit her finishing move, the Rarefied Air, which is the Swanton Bomb. But then out comes...
Don't you mean... Ash by Elegance's finishing move?
Ash by Elegance's finishing move, the Swanton Bomb, which is the Rarefied Air, but then out comes the Knockouts Tag Team Spitfire.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, it's okay. This is good because I couldn't find a good one, picture of them.
Spitfire. So Jody Fred
and Danny Luna, they came out to take out Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich. No more distractions out of the way. Jordan Grace sets up Ash by Elegance with a muscle buster by the ring apron, and both of these women collide on the table that was set up at ringside.
Okay, and yes, that was a tablecloth. A luxurious satin tablecloth that was placed over it. Well, fucking what's his face? The commentary guy, he was like, because
yeah,
because Concierge and Ash by Elegance had to both put the tablecloth on. Because apparently Personal Concierge was having trouble putting the fucking cloth on the table.
Jesus, man. Like, come on, dude. You don't know how to set a table? Come on, man.
Buddy. And yes, thankfully, Ash by Elegance got pinned, and Jordan Grace
retains.
Your
winner, and still the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Jordan Grace.
And to fulfill a promise that they already forgot about.
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Juan's celebratory / masturbatory baby squeals.
Okay, I'm done.
Yes, all 6 of these women will collide tomorrow night at Emergence Friday night in a 6 knockouts tag match. Jordan Grace will be teaming with Spitfire to take on the team of Ash by Elegance, Masha Slamovich, and Alicia Edwards.
Goddamn
indeed.
This is such good shit.
Now, unfortunately, there were no exciting exciting segments to talk about. Or rather, there will be, but it's saved for the main event. There is, however, a lackluster tag match that we got to talk about.
Holla?
Yeah, this one is kind of on the bottom part. It's the ABC, the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions facing the team of Cody Deaner and Jake Something in a non-title tag match. And
wait, what? But this is ABC. This is BizCliz up in the his.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong.
The shit with Cody Deaner and Jake Something has been entertaining, if a bit odd.
It's been entertaining. It's been odd, but it hasn't really done much to pay to boost their stocks. ABC, they did what they could to make the match spectacular because they're awesome. But man, and Cody Deaner and Jake Something, they put up a valiant fight, but unfortunately, it was all for naught. Jake Something was taken out at ringside, and Cody Deaner fell victim to the 2-on-1 finishers of the Ultimate Finesser and the Fold. Your winners, ABC.
God dang, BizCliz. All right, so yeah, they won the non-title match.
Yes, they did. And while we don't have any bad segments to talk about, for TNA, we'll make an exception and we'll give an honorable mention. And the honorable mention does deserve mentioning, and it is the one-on-one match featuring the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, And of course, say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
That's right. This deserves an honorable mention.
Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
That's right. Joe Hendry's. Yep, Joe Hendry's in a one-on-one match with Brian Myers, and this was actually pretty entertaining. Joe Hendry was got early on. I'm not going to say too much about it because it's an honorable mention, but Joe Hendry definitely got the victory over Brian Myers, and he's going to be participating in an 8-man tag match at Emergence tomorrow night. He's teaming with Mike Santana and the Hardy Boys versus The System. Yo, Joe Hendry's a busy boy, man. Stop singing! I'm trying to talk with you.
I refuse.
Come on, man. This isn't a one-man show.
Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry is a prestigious one.
Yes. Anyways. So Joe Hendry's a busy boy. He's got a pay-per-view. He's got an 8-man tag tomorrow night at Emergence, and he's going to be challenging for the NXT title on Sunday in Denver.
He's got no time to rest.
I know.
But then again, when you're the local hero, the prestigious one, the meme man who memes us all, Mr. Joe fucking Hendry, you've got the stock. You've got to take the match. You've got to take the bookings, bro.
You have to answer the call.
You have to answer the call.
Especially when they say your name.
And you appear. It's become involuntary now. Just imagine. Unfortunately, poor Joe Hendry's trying to take a whiz at some airport bathroom.
He's like trying to struggle, like,
he's trying to take a whiz, and someone calls his name, and he pops up next to him while he's got his fly open. Like, that'd be horrible.
That'd be awful.
Okay, bad joke. But still, you get the fucking point. The point is we believe.
And now,
you should too.
And now for the exciting and main event segment is the final face-to-face with these two competitors as they will collide in the main event for TNA's Emergence tomorrow night. Nick Nemeth, the TNA World Champion, meets face-to-face with the Walking Weapon Josh Alexander, their final face-off before Emergence. And this face-to-face is moderated by Matthew Raywalt. These two guys are going to be competing. These two guys are going to be competing in a 60-minute Iron Man match. Josh Alexander's argument, of course, is that he insists that he is still the heart and soul and the face of TNA, and how he put TNA on the map, Jack, with his Iron Man matches and his victories, and how he puts over that this is his match, and that Nick Nemeth doesn't stand a chance because he doesn't have the endurance, he doesn't have what it takes to go 60 minutes.
Meanwhile, Nick Nemeth, for what it's worth, he was saying stuff along the lines like, "Okay, you've been having everything your way, and you're still not able to beat me. Hey, here's this one match that I'm really, really good at. Let's have my match. Yeah, the Iron Man match is your match, sure, but I'm still the TNA champion here." And he was also saying shit oh, you've been talking about how you've been the face of the heart and soul of the company, how you've been held it together for so many years. Yeah, but that's history. We're talking about here and now. Times change, wrestlers change, wrestling changes, and the fact that you can't keep up with the change is that just shows that you're not up to the challenge of taking me on and taking back the championship.
Exactly, and that was pretty much the crux of the argument, and things escalated to the point where hands were about to be thrown, and for Matthew Raywald, the drama king, he was sensing some high tension. He knows better than to get involved. He ain't no instigator like Booker T. He's no instigator or shitster like Booker T.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I like it.
Overall, great final.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, great final face.
You're an excellent wrestler.
Yeah, great final face-off between Nick Nemeth and Josh Alexander, and I can't wait to talk about this match as we cover it next week. Juancho, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
So, final thoughts on TNA Impact. A great go-home show. Great way to wrap up their Tampa, Florida tour, dates. Our hometown definitely got their money's worth. Mike Bailey...
It just sucks that we couldn't be there for an event.
I know. Mike Bailey defended the X Division title successfully against Rich Swann. Rich Swann's suspension notwithstanding. The match by... The Match by Elegance match was also fun, with Jordan Grace coming out as the victor. I think that was the right call to make. And and of course, Ash by Elegance, give her the flowers, man. She is a pro. She took in all the shots, and she definitely is showing a range. Like, she knows how to work different styles of matches, and everything else was also pretty good. Of course, the face-to-face was the big payoff. Nick Nemeth and Josh Alexander hyping up their Iron Man match, which is going to be spectacular. I'm definitely gonna watch it, and it's gonna be fun. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, returning to the States in Champaign, Illinois, it was also pretty fun as well. John Moxley's in-ring promo was very cryptic, very vague, and though we know where it's alluding to, like, that's a possibility. I mean, anything can happen in the world of wrestling, right? But I'm still happy to see Moxley back. I'm happy that he took his break. You know what? If it was just for a month, I know it was only 2 months, but it was even for a month, I'd be like, oh, thank God he's taking a break.
A break, any fucking break. See, we were actually excited to see what Moxley was up to. I even also accidentally made another fucking joke with Moxley, so I don't have to keep making the vampire jokes. Now he's the mummy.
Dude, you need to ease up on the jokes, man. Eventually, they're going to catch up to him, and he's going to bleed all over.
I know, seriously. Those jokes are sharp.
I know, right?
Let Joe Hendry cook. Yes.
Ricochet had a great in-ring debut against Kyle Fletcher, and of course AEW were quick to set up a tease with Ricochet versus Will Ospreay, so that's going to be fun. The in-ring segments with MJF and Daniel Garcia, man, MJF is great. Like, he's so ridiculous in his heel shtick, but he is fantastic, a master on the mic. Purely awesome. And Bryan Danielson, okay, yeah, he's going to be the type of champion to defend until he loses and retires. But, like, could it be anybody else than Jack Perry?
Any fucking buddy else, please.
Jackson Riker is a modern-day Psycho Sid. Whoa, dude, don't disrespect Psycho Sid.
Seriously, let's not. Rest in peace, Psycho Sid.
Yeah, Mr. Quake, come on, man. Like,
rest in peace. Trailblazer.
Yeah, no, Psycho Sid is an awesome wrestler. Was a fan of the guy as Psycho Sid or Sid Vicious. He had the size, he had the intensity, he had the strength to and everything. He was a total package. Like, my favorite match of Sid was when he beat Shawn Michaels for the WWF World Title at Survivor Series 1996.
And also, Jackson Riker's kind of retired.
He's kind of retired, and he's also kind of canceled for making some distasteful comments supporting Trump and shit.
That was embarrassing.
That was very embarrassing.
Daniel Bryan, let's not curse Daniel Bryan like that, man.
Please don't.
Let's not. Come on, bud. Like, dude, not cool.
Now, this week's edition of NXT, the Go Home Show Before No Mercy, was also pretty gangbusters as well. There was also a 6-person tag match with the D'Angelo family against the North Quarter Catch Crew. But
Why didn't you mention that?
Because I was more excited for Rosemary.
Bopping and booping tonight. How dare you? Fuck you. How dare you?
No, Marlon Brando.
That's my line. Cut it out.
Yeah, no, I know, but my money was on Rosemary because fuck yeah, Rosemary deserves it. She deserves a WWE spotlight, even if it's just for one match, and I'm very happy for her. And the main event segment, the concert with Joe Hendry, that was a lot of fun. I fucking love it.
We fucks with Joe Hendry, and Joe Hendry fucks back with us.
Now, folks, we hope that you kept your schedules open for Saturday, because on Saturday, August 31st, we hope you join us at 1 p.m. Eastern, because the Ravens flock will be hosting another wrestling watch party for the upcoming premium live event, WWE's Bash in Berlin, Germany.
Ja, wunderbar, jawohl, mein Herr.
That's right. Randy Orton will be challenging the Ring General Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be a watch party, so you'll get to see us watch. You'll get to watch us as we watch the pay-per-view and we react to all the stuff that's happening on the pay-per-view event. It's going to be fun between myself, Angel Mendez, and Juan Arouse. And like I said,
they promised me strudel. They promised me apple strudel.
Oh God! Yes, you're going to get apple strudel. Shut. And it's going to be this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. Excuse me, something's in my throat. And of course, if you're not able to tune in for the watch party, that's fine, because on next week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, we'll be covering the main events for WWE's Bash in Berlin, Germany, NXT's No Mercy, and TNA Emergence. So next week is going to be a stacked edition of Wrestle Rewind. But until then, Juan, Plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best of the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe to the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content. Become an interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, thank you very much for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and rest in peace to the master and ruler of the world. We miss you, Sid.